Anita looks up, looks into his eyes, and smiles indulgently. Joanne, uh, he lives in America, you know. He's got enough on his own plate. You know how young people are. Ove doesn't answer. Anita says America as if it were the kingdom of heaven where her egoistic son had moved. Not once has Ove seen that bread here in the street since Rune second. Grown man now, but no time for his parents. Anita jumps to attention as if she's caught herself doing something disreputable. She smiles apologetically at Ove. Sorry, Ove. I shouldn't stand here taking up your time with my nattering. She goes back into the house. Ove stays where he is with the sheet of corrugated iron in his hand and the cat at his side. He mutters something to himself just before the door is closed. Anita turns round in surprise, peers out of the crack and looks at him. Pardon me? Ove twists without meeting her eyes. Then he turns round and starts to leave, while his words slip out of him involuntarily. I said, if you have any more problems with those bloody radiators, you can come and ring my doorbell. The cat and me are at home. Anita's furrowed face pulls itself into a surprised smile. She takes half a step out of the door as if she wants to say something more. Maybe something about Sonia, how deeply she misses her best friend, how she misses what they had, all four of them, when they first moved into this street almost 40 years ago. How she even misses the way Rune and Ove used to argue. But Ove has already disappeared around the corner, back in his tool shed. Ove fetches the spare battery for the stop and two large metal clips. He lays out the sheet of corrugated iron across the paving stones between the shed and the house and carefully covers it with snow. He stands next to the cat, evaluating his creation for a long time. A perfect dog trap, hidden under snow, bursting with electricity, ready to bite. It seems a wholly proportionate revenge. The next time Blonde Weed passes by this with that bloody mutt of hers, and the latter gets the idea of peeing on Ove's paving, it'll do so onto an electrified, conductive metal plate, and then let's see how amusing they find it, Ove thinks to himself. The cat tilts its head and looks at the metal sheet, like a bolt of lightning up your urethra, says Ove. The cat looks at him for a long time, as if to say, You're not serious, aren't you? Eventually, Ove sticks his hands in his pockets and shakes his head. No, I suppose not. He sighs glumly. And then he packs up the battery and clamps and corrugated iron and puts everything in the garage. Not because he doesn't think those morons deserve a proper electric shock, because they do, but because he knows it's been a while since someone reminded him of the difference between being wicked because one has to be or because one can. It was a bloody good idea, though, he concludes to the cat as they go back into the house. The cat goes into the living room with the dismissive body language of someone mumbling, Sure, it was. And then they had lunch.